I don't know how long I've been here, trapped in this void, alone. Every breath feels like a battle, every thought a struggle. My body aches from the scars of countless fights, and yet here I am, motionless, isolated. This silence feels louder than any war I've been in. The world feels like it's closing in on me, suffocating me, reminding me that I am nothing. A whisper in the wind, a forgotten shadow. Why does it have to be so damn hard? Why is every step forward met with a wall, an obstacle, a wound? I never imagined life would be this way. I thought fighting on the battlefield would be the hardest challenge I'd face. I thought the clash of steel, the screams of my enemies, and the fire in my veins would be the peak of pain. But I was wrong. The real battle is inside me. It's the weight of the silence after the war that crushes me. It's the questions that circle endlessly in my mind. Why me? Why now? Why this? Every answer leads to another question, and I am drowning in an ocean of uncertainty. Sometimes I wonder if it would be easier to give up, to let the darkness swallow me whole. But then I think of the faces of those who fought beside me, the ones who believed in me, the ones who didn't make it. I can't let their memory fade, can I? I can't let their sacrifice mean nothing. No, I can't. But the truth is, I'm tired. My spirit feels shattered. I used to feel invincible, like nothing could stop me. But now I feel fragile, like a single breath could break me. I don't know if I have the strength to keep going, to keep pushing forward when the weight of the world is so heavy on my shoulders. Life isn't fair. It never has been. No matter how hard you fight, no matter how much you sacrifice, there's always more pain, more suffering. It's like a never-ending storm, and I'm standing in the middle of it, trying to hold on to something, anything, that will keep me from being swept away. Why do I keep fighting? I fight because I have to. Because to stop now would be to dishonor every battle I've fought, every scar I've earned. Life is cruel, yes. It's brutal and unforgiving. But what choice do I have? I was born into this fight. I was shaped by it. And now, even though I feel broken, even though I'm trapped here in this place, I know that if I give up, if I stop moving, then everything I've been through, everything I've survived, will be for nothing. I have to keep moving, even if it's one step at a time, even if every step feels like a mountain. I can't let the pain win. I can't let the darkness take me, but it's hard. It's so damn hard. I think about my family sometimes. I wonder if they're still out there, if they still think about me, or have they forgotten? Have I become a distant memory, a name whispered in sadness? Do they know what I've been through? Do they understand the hell I've seen? The blood, the death, the loss? How can they? They live in a different world, a world where the sun still shines, where laughter still exists, a world that feels like a dream to me now. And yet, even in this hell, even in this darkness, there's a flicker of light inside me, small, fragile, but it's there. It's the hope that maybe, just maybe, I'll make it out of this, that I'll see the sun again, that I'll find my way back, that this suffering, this pain, this endless struggle, it will all mean something in the end. But until then, I have to endure. I have to keep going. I have to fight the voices in my head that tell me to give up, that whisper in my ear that it's all pointless. Those voices are lies. They want me to fall, to surrender. But I won't. I can't. I've seen too much. I've lost too much. To stop now would be to betray everything I stand for, everything I've bled for. No, I won't stop. Not now. Not ever. I'll fight, even when it hurts, even when it feels like the world is crashing down on me, even when I'm alone in the dark with no one to hear my cries. I'll keep fighting because that's what warriors do. We endure, even when it feels impossible, even when it's so damn hard. I'm stuck here, and it feels like the world is weighing down on my chest. Time doesn't move. The air is thick with silence, and yet my mind won't stop. It keeps racing, clawing at me with thoughts, regrets, and a relentless sense of despair. I never thought it would be like this. I thought the hardest part of my life would be the battles, facing enemies, bloodied and brutal. But no one told me that the real war would be fought within. It's hard, so damn hard. Every day feels like I'm moving through a fog, grasping at some invisible rope, hoping to pull myself out of this hole, but that rope slips from my hands every time. I'm left here, in this void, staring at the walls that close in on me. The weight of it all, life, suffering, the past, feels unbearable. Why does it have to be this way? Why is every moment a struggle? It feels like the universe is testing me, pushing me to my limits, just to see if I'll break. And sometimes I wonder if I already have. Maybe I'm just a shell now, a hollow version of the person I used to be, the warrior I once was. I remember when I used to feel invincible. There was a fire inside me, a relentless determination that nothing could snuff out. I fought with passion, with purpose. But that was before the world showed me just how cruel it could be. Before it stripped me of everything I thought I knew. Before it left me standing alone in the wreckage of my life. Now, that fire is gone, replaced by a cold, empty ache. The kind that settles deep in your bones, that gnaws at you, reminding you of everything you've lost. It's a weight that pulls me down, suffocates me. Some days, I feel like I can't breathe, like I'm drowning in this endless sea of pain. But I can't stop. I can't give in. I think of the faces of those I fought beside, those who fell. They didn't give up. They didn't get to come back from the battlefield. And yet here I am, alive, while their voices echo in my mind, urging me to keep moving. They didn't get to choose, but I still have a choice. I have to keep fighting for them, for the ones who believed in me. Even when it feels like I can't go on, I have to. But it's so damn hard. Every time I close my eyes, I see their faces, the ones who didn't make it, the ones I couldn't save. Their blood is on my hands, and no matter how many times I tell myself it wasn't my fault, it doesn't matter. The guilt is still there, the regret, the knowledge that I failed them in some way. that I should have been stronger, faster, better. And that's the worst part, the constant, gnawing feeling that I'm not enough, that I never was, that no matter how hard I try, no matter how much I endure, it'll never be enough. Because the world doesn't care, life doesn't care. It keeps throwing punches, and I just have to take them over and over again until I'm left bruised and battered, wondering why I even bother. But I do. I bother because I have to. Because stopping now would mean admitting defeat. It would mean letting the darkness win, and I can't do that. I won't. I've been through too much to give up now, even if every part of me screams to stop. Even if every day feels like a battle I'm losing. The pain, it's become a part of me now. I don't remember what it feels like to not be in pain. It's constant, a dull ache that never goes away. And sometimes I wonder if that's just life. Maybe we're all meant to suffer in some way, to carry these invisible burdens that no one else can see. Maybe that's the price we pay for surviving. But I don't want to just survive. I want to live. I want to feel something other than this emptiness, this coldness that wraps itself around me like a second skin. I want to feel alive again, but I don't know how. I don't know if I ever will. I think about the boy I used to be, the one who believed in heroes, who thought that strength and courage were enough to conquer anything. That boy is gone now. He was crushed under the weight of reality, of loss, of the harshness of life. And now, all that's left is me, a man who doesn't know if he's strong enough to keep going, but who doesn't have a choice. It's hard. It's so damn hard. But maybe that's the point. Maybe life is supposed to be hard. Maybe the struggle is what makes us who we are. Maybe it's the pain, the suffering, that shapes us into something more. I don't know. All I know is that I'm still here, even when I feel like I shouldn't be, even when every part of me wants to give up. And maybe that's enough. Maybe just surviving is enough for now. Maybe the fact that I'm still breathing, still fighting, even when it feels like the world is trying to crush me, is enough. It has to be. I've lost so much, too much, and yet there's still something inside me that refuses to die. Some small, fragile part of me that believes there's still hope, that there's still a reason to keep going, even when everything feels so damn hard. Maybe that's what being a warrior is. Not the battles, not the glory, not the victories, but the ability to keep going, to endure, even when it feels like the world is falling apart around you. To keep fighting, even when every part of you is screaming to stop. It's hard, it's so damn hard, but I'll keep going. I have to. But sometimes, I wonder if it's all for nothing, if I'm just a ghost, walking through a life that no longer has any meaning. The battles I fought, the people I lost, they feel like distant memories now, fading, slipping away. I can't hold on to them anymore, no matter how much I try. Maybe that's what happens when you lose too much. You forget why you ever cared in the first place. I feel so alone. Even when I'm surrounded by people, it's like they don't see me. Like I'm invisible. They don't understand what it's like to carry this weight, this endless pain that never goes away. They smile, they laugh, they live. And I stand there, watching, pretending that I'm part of their world, when deep down I know I'm not. I don't belong anymore. I'm not sure if I ever did. The silence at night is the worst. That's when it all comes back. The memories, the regrets, the faces of those I couldn't save. Their eyes, their last moments, play over and over in my mind, haunting me. I tell myself that I did everything I could, but it doesn't matter. The guilt never leaves. It clings to me like a shadow, a reminder of every failure, every mistake. It's strange, isn't it? How you can be surrounded by people, by life, and still feel like you're the only one left in the world. Like you're drifting through some distant place, watching everything move around you, but never really being part of it. I reach out, but there's nothing to grab onto, just the emptiness, the cold, the silence. I'm tired, so tired, not just physically, but deep in my soul. It's the kind of tired that sleep can't fix, the kind that eats away at you until there's nothing left. I don't know how much longer I can keep going like this, carrying this weight, this pain. But what else is there? If I stop, if I give up, then what was the point of any of it? What was the point of surviving if I'm not really living? In the end, I think I've always known that life was going to be this way. Hard, unforgiving, filled with loss. Maybe that's the truth no one ever tells you. That it doesn't get better. That you just learn to carry the burden until it crushes you. And all that's left is the memory of who you used to be. And now, as I sit here in the quiet, with nothing but my thoughts and the weight of everything I've been through, I realize that maybe this is it. Maybe this is all life is. An endless struggle that we endure because there's nothing else we can do. We keep going because we're too afraid to stop, too afraid to face the emptiness that waits for us if we let go. Maybe that's what being human really means. To keep pushing forward, even when it feels like there's no point. But I can't help but wonder, what happens when the fight is finally over? What happens when there's nothing left to struggle against? No more battles to face? Will I find peace then? Or will the silence only grow louder, the weight heavier, until it crushes me completely? I don't know. I don't have the answers. All I know is that the road ahead is long, and I'm tired, but I'll keep walking it, because that's all I've ever known how to do. Maybe one day, I'll find the strength to let go. Or maybe, I'll just keep walking, keep fighting, until there's nothing left of me. Either way, the end will come eventually. And when it does, I just hope that somehow, in some way, it was all worth it. That all the pain, all the loss, meant something in the end. Because right now, I'm not sure if it ever will.